up? What up? Episode 2, boys. Can y'all speak?
What's up? It's the Losers Lounge.
What up, y'all? It's the Losers Lounge. We got episode 2, baby. We're going to be talking about the NBA today. We got me, Noah Keller.
We got me, Ubong Morgan.
Paul.
Special guest, CAM, but you just call me Cam.
Extra.
Yes, sir. Cam, tell us a little bit about yourself.
A little bit about me. Well, I do a little bit of everything, but you know, today I guess I'm just here just talking about the NBA with you guys.
With all that bass in his voice.
Oh yeah.
With all that bass.
Yeah.
Oh, and before we get into the pod, just so you know, Cam Campbell is a diehard Knicks fan and a Bulls fan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
D Rose connoisseur.
D Rose.
D-Rose lover.
Yeah.
You could say.
So we picked an unpopular opinion today that could be pretty controversial
Tell me about it.
to you specifically.
Really not. Come on, tell me about it.
D Rose MVP season. Let's talk about it.
You could argue, should he have even won MVP in 2011 over, you know, my king, your king, everybody's king?
Your king.
LeBron James.
Your king, not mine.
Our king.
Okay, that's
Oh,
that's
not my
a that's an interesting way to put it. That's definitely an interesting way to put it.
Do you think it was justified that he won MVP over LeBron James? Because if you can remember back to that time, there was a narrative surrounding LeBron James that he couldn't win and that he had to run from the great state of Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, and go all the way
Went
to
to South
Miami,
Beach.
and had to go and run with the super team to
Exactly.
finally get to where he wanted to.
Exactly.
And so that was the whole entire narrative during that season.
Something
Yeah,
that-
but it really overshadowed LeBron's like greatness, which is why D Rose got MVP.
I would say LeBron is great.
Wasn't, if I'm mistaken, wasn't he the number 1 seed? D Rose team, the Bulls. Weren't they the number 1 seed?
Yes, they were.
Yes, they
that
were.
season.
So
Yes.
why is LeBron, like, you're saying he carried that team, or is that what you're saying?
Ubong, pull up those stats.
Don't worry, I'm on it.
Like, because I'm confused on what you're trying to say here about LeBron.
Well, I'm trying to say, is anybody trying to argue here that LeBron wasn't the better player of the two
But was he the better player?
back in 2011?
I mean, yeah, he was the better player. But
That
did
was
he have
LeBron's prime.
we all know MVP is who played the best season. It's not the
Exactly.
best player every
Okay.
year.
If we were to
Derrick
say,
Rose averaged 25, 4, and 8.
during 2010 through 2011, LeBron James averaged 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists in 79 games.
Let's talk about it.
However, I will say this: I want to look at the Heat seed.
The Miami Heat were the 2 seed.
Miami Heat were the 2 seed.
Yes,
The
the
Bulls were
Bulls
the 1
won
seed.
62 games that year. The Heat won 58.
And
Okay.
LeBron had the better stats, better points per
Now-
game, more
However,
rebounds.
Just a simple case of the best team got who the best player on the best team got the MVP.
I
Simple
don't
as
think
that.
that's true.
I feel like it's just more impressive that LeBron averaged what he did with a stacked team. Because you would think on a stacked team, your stats would kind of get padded down.
But I mean, it depends. Because if you're on a stacked team, that could very well just make your job easier. Like, because, and we'll talk about this more later in the pod, but like Dame going to the Bucks, Dame's job will get easier. Like he could very well still average like 30 points per game on better efficiency just because his job is easier.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he's going to. So you think he's going to score less than what he did with Portland?
Could, maybe so. We never know until they actually go out and play the games.
True.
But
Yeah.
I would not be surprised.
Now, looking at the rosters here, looking at the Bulls roster first, we have Derrick Rose and another notable name, Joakim Noah. And from here, you know, when I think of notable players, when I think of players that I'm going to see, you know, in the Hall of Fame, I don't see many players on this list of this roster. I don't see many players. When I look at the Heat, I'm seeing a lot of notable names. I'm seeing Chris Bosh. Do you think Chris
Seeing
Bosh?
Ray Allen.
You're seeing Ray Allen. You're seeing Dwayne Wade. Those are all players who eventually, don't you think they're going to get in the Hall of Fame?
Of course.
Exactly.
In the Hall of Fame.
Yep. Indeed.
So what does that prove, though?
This proves that let's say
Not
say
to
if
mention also, Eric Spoelstra at head coach. He's a Hall of
Exactly.
Fame
What
coach,
I
too.
think,
Hall of
the Heat had the better players, and they still didn't get the better seed.
which to me it's like how did they not get number 1 seed? But Derrick Rose.
How
team
many
did.
games behind were
And,
they,
and
though?
he only
4
averaged what?
4 games.
What? How many more points did he average? 2 more? 2?
This conversation is kind of dead now.
Kind of dead.
Let's talk about what we actually want to talk about.
All right. What do you want to talk about?
Dame
time.
Dame time in Milwaukee.
Dame time, baby.
Dame time in Milwaukee.
It is a good day to be a Milwaukee
Hey
fan.
man,
Let
it
me
sounds
tell
like
ya.
it's a good day to be a
Bro,
Milwaukee fan. I do
dude, I'm
not
so
disagree at all.
freaking hype.
I know
man.
you are hyped to see them that run and dunk man pick and roll into the 3-point shot.
Man,
Next possession, a block off the
man.
glass into another
he does more
3-point
than
shot.
run and dunk. He get rebounds too. He has a little bit of a mid range, just a little bit, just a little bit though, just a little bit.
Bro, I'm just gonna say my opinion. There's nobody who can defend half court to the rim. Like you have to guard every section from half court to the rim.
Yeah, no more Giannis wall.
Yeah, no more Giannis wall. You got Giannis free run to the
You
paint.
can't double Dame.
And then if you double Giannis, kick it out to Dame from the logo. And if that's not there for some reason, just give it to Chris for the easy midi.
Give it to Chris. Yeah, okay.
And we're acting like Brook Lopez isn't even good either. Like he gonna put you in a.
Hey man, that's a very good starting
He
five.
gonna
y'all got
baptize
going
you.
on.
Yeah.
That's a good starting 5 y'all got.
Who do you got in the finals?
Listen. If the playoffs go exactly normal, we're talking like not minimum injuries, but like just completely normal playoffs. I got the Bucks. I got the Bucks in the finals.
Yeah, you gotta
Honest.
put the Bucks in the
I
finals.
gotta put the Bucks in the
with
finals.
with Damian,
Over the
you
Celtics?
gotta put the Bucks on the
Really
finals.
over the Celtics.
Yeah.
Over the I can't
Okay.
see the
Kinda
Celtics
own
being
us.
Hold
able
on.
to defend.
Let's
Well,
talk
that
about the
duo.
Drew
Let's talk about
addition
the
to the
Jrue holidays
Celtics
Okay.
before we talk about the teams.
That's a good addition. Okay, but
Like
if we're adding Drew to the Celtics, are we really putting them over the Bucks with Dame, which is like a dream lineup that some Bucks fans already had? Dame to the Bucks. People have been talking about that.
yeah.
I didn't hear no Celtics fans talking about Drew to the Celtics, but I mean I guess the thought
Well,
was there.
because it was a surprise to everybody, including Drew himself.
I guess so.
Drew was over there taking a nap while he got traded.
Yeah, that was
Absolutely
actually really
insane.
sad. I saw
Yeah,
that.
you
I
see-
saw that
yeah.
post by his wife.
Yeah, his wife Lauren Holiday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was just talking about like how he he just took a nap and like he woke up, he was traded. And then apparently word on Twitter is that folks saw him crying in a Milwaukee church. I don't know if that's real. But that
fake.
said he was bawling in a Milwaukee church.
That's
so
That's fake.
Very
That's
interesting.
very fake.
Very
I don't
interesting.
think he was crying.
Where's
That's
your
what Twitter
sources?
says.
If,
So
if,
No,
if you
where's
think
your
Drew Holiday
sources
was
at?
crying in
Twitter.
a church while Damian Lillard was laughing on a plane, that's
I don't think
very
anybody's
interesting.
that excited to come to Milwaukee. Come on.
I think Dame was very
Oh,
excited to come
but
to
Dame,
Milwaukee.
yes, because he's
The-
from a small market
he-
team.
during
He knows how it
during
is.
the social day. I think it's not the social day, but where they take all the pictures and stuff.
Media day.
Media day, yes, thank you. While he was taking this picture with Middleton and Giannis, he said, "I've never taken a picture like this before." So if you really think about this, that's less to me saying that he's excited to be in Milwaukee and more of what did I have in Portland? What did Dame have in Portland? What does
Nobody.
Dame have to show for all his time in Portland?
He has
offensive
one,
Rookie of the year.
he has rookie of the year, and he has a singular Western Conference Finals.
Now
appearance.
let's
And the All-Star game MVP.
An All-Star game
No,
MVP.
don't forget the bubble MVP.
Bubble
Oh, yeah,
MVP.
and Bubble, yeah, and Bubble
That's
MVP.
very meaningful.
Just like that Lakers
but
bubble ring.
let's compare that to what Giannis has to show right now.
two-time MVP, one-time Defensive Player of
Yep.
the Year, one-time
NBA
champion,
champion.
one-time Finals
Count it.
MVP, like 7 All-Star teams, 7
Five first
a lot
conference.
of first team All-NBA.
It's
All NBA.
It's
Yeah.
Second
it's
team
an
All-NBA.
understanding now that Dame, while on the Bucks, he has something that he can finally accomplish that he's been working towards because people have been saying for the longest if Dame retired on Portland, does he make the Hall of Fame? Do you think Dame makes the Hall of Fame if he
Absolutely
retired?
not.
on-
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely
Yes.
not.
Yes, he will.
Wait, let's talk
He has
about
no
this.
accolades.
You know
He
to
definitely
show
does.
it.
Yes, he is.
Bro,
What are you talking
the
about?
basketball Hall of Fame is easy.
It's not like the
It's so easy to get
NFL.
into.
No, it's not like.
Does
the
he
NFL.
make it into your personal Hall of Fame? Does he make it into
Oh, okay, I
your
guess
personal
that makes
Hall of
sense.
Fame then?
like top
Me?
25?
Yeah.
something
Like, does he
My
make it into
personal-
your top 25, your
No.
top 30?
Oh,
exactly.
of course not. But,
Now,
but that's not because of his rings. That's because he doesn't have an MVP.
but
He
I'm
would
saying
never
more
have
than
it.
just could he have gotten an MVP while he was on the Trailblazers?
No.
No.
No. Is
I
there
just don't
is
think
there a
he's good enough
chance
for
that
that.
he can at least get an MVP
I
while
don't
on the
think
Bucks?
No.
He's always gonna.
There's got to be a
No,
chance
because
that he can get one.
Gian-
Okay, I don't
because
think
Giannis is
MVP,
right there.
but, like-
Well, Giannis is right there,
Getting
though.
MVP with it.
Nobody
Giannis
on the
is
Bucks,
right there.
Nobody on the Bucks in the next 5 years getting MVP, because one has a super team player, the best player on the super team.
Kevin Durant.
The Warriors?
He's never
Bro,
got an
what?
MVP while he's on that team.
You said never?
Like never got it on a super team.
Like you're
Oh,
saying
I
like
guess, yeah.
you're saying like who's
That's
got
not
an MVP?
true because LeBron did in 2014.
But I don't classify it as super team.
Rose got
You
one.
don't think Wade
That
and
was-
Bosh
you know
and
that's not-
Braun is in?
Come on.
the
I'm
super team?
saying the Heat was a super team.
Yeah, let's
Bro,
talk about this,
like-
Paul. You don't think the 2014 Heat was a super
Yeah,
team?
that's kind of crazy.
The
Why?
Because
Why?
Dwayne was not like that. Bosh was not like that, and that's the only.
Dwayne.
After he was not.
this is
not-
Buffoonery.
This is Dwayne's practical prime with
No,
Bron.
but like
This is
was
like the
not-
best that
this
they
was
got.
not the best Dwayne we could have gotten on that team
So what
But-
year was the best Dwayne?
when he won his first ring.
06 Dwayne was tough though. I won't lie.
06
And
Dame
06
was tough,
06 to,
but
06
11
to-
Dame.
06 to 11, like the first year, yeah. But as time went on, that team was no longer a super team. The older they
Yeah.
got, the worse they got.
I mean, Ray Allen was washed.
Yeah,
when
Ray
he
Allen
on that
was
team, not
washed.
gonna
He-
lie.
Bosh was
you know.
definitely washed too.
No, because Bosh was dealing with blood clots. Like he had to retire early.
Yeah, because of his. Yeah,
but like,
that's true.
yeah, that's what I was saying. He wasn't like the player he used to be because of
Because of his
yeah,
medical
that's
situation.
But still,
declassified
that's still a tough team, though.
that's a tough team.
That's still
it's
a
not
tough
a super team. They were easily beatable because they 4-1 in the finals. They lost to the Mavs. They should have beat them. They should definitely beat the Mavs. But
I think.
mean,
I
but
think it's
Mr.
case of
Dirk
the Mavs.
Nowitzki had
I think
something to say
that's
about
just-
that.
Yeah, that's just the case of Dirk going.
no, and
You know,
also 'cause
crazy.
LeBron played like
And Bron
terrible.
choked. Quit
Yeah,
playing.
and Bron. Yeah,
Dirk
Bron
just
was
plays like a giraffe, but for some reason he's just good. Like I don't know how.
It's a combination of him being able to work with his team extremely well, and his ability to score in places that a big guy like him you wouldn't expect. I would say that
Yeah.
he has that similar, not style, but like he has that similar problem that I think. Wait, who like I'm trying to think of the name. Jokic. He's tall like Jokic, but he's very hard to defend. He's not your average center.
Yeah.
Neither of them are average centers.
I think he was low-key the start of like the crafty, like big man, like the way it is now in the NBA, where like the bigs
Yeah,
aren't
we're
just
talking
like
about shooting
post
bigs.
up and
Yeah, like shooting bigs, posting up
Yeah.
mid ranges because before
because it
there
used to
wasn't
be
really,
just like
I feel
down and
like- I
dirty,
feel like-
Shaquille
I
O'Neal,
feel
put
like
you in
that
a
was still
blender,
like
like
mostly Steph Curry. That was still mostly Steph Curry. Like even though he's not a big man, everybody wants to
Yeah.
shoot threes because of Steph Curry now. I feel.
Well, I mean, yeah, but Dirk definitely played a
Oh, yeah,
role
he
in
played
that,
a role.
especially for the big men. Like,
yeah, we're
Yeah.
talking about like big man, like
Especially
for
for, like,
big
big men
man, like
specifically.
No, I mean even
Dirk changed it for real. For Curry, it was kind of like people started to realize that hey, maybe taking a 3-point shot is going to be beneficial for our team because before it was like they
Yeah.
took 3 points, but it wasn't like it wasn't their main source of winning the game. Now 3 points are like taking almost every other possession.
I mean, like all this to say, the Milwaukee Bucks will be winning the championship next year. Like,
well, we didn't give all our predictions, so we talked about the East,
Yeah.
and I think we all have the Bucks coming out
Coming out the East,
coming out
yeah.
the East, right?
Huh?
We all have the Bucks coming out the East.
yeah
Okay, so then
The
Western
West.
Conference.
Nuggets simple.
Okay, you have the Nuggets. Does anybody have the Suns? Anybody
Hey,
think
'cause people forgot about
maybe
Bradley Beal is
that
on the
Grizzlies
Suns.
He's all
Like
right.
Bradley Beal is now on the Suns.
That's so
That's
crazy to
tough.
me.
Outside of
Like
scoring
that's
analysis.
such a
Bradley
good
Beal was what the
team.
highest points per game the other year. I don't know.
That's such a good Like Bradley Beal is such a good just get for them. That's so
Yeah.
good.
They have a lot of scoring, but my only thing with that is I'm still not sold on. I believe they said Bradley Beal's the one running point guard, or was it Devin Booker? But
I feel like
whichever
Booker
one,
should
I'm not
stay
sure
as shooting
if
guard.
either one is good enough to be a primary facilitator on a title contender. Because you see, because unless Devin Booker is really grown from last year and the year before that, where he had Chris Paul, I don't think Devin Booker has the playmaking chops to really elevate the Suns team.
Okay. So you think the light's gonna be too bright if they get to the finals?
I think when it comes to like the playmaking aspect, yeah.
Okay.
Because you can't just play ISO ball and then just ISO your way into an NBA championship.
All right.
Like Devin Booker
Well, not necessarily like
or
Devin.
Beal.
Well, what the Suns are gonna do?
I mean,
Yeah,
if
they're
Devin
all
Booker-
ISO players. You're
like,
right.
exactly.
You're so right.
So if Devin Booker doesn't take the leap into
being like a passer. and
yeah,
stuff.
being a great passer,
Facilitator.
I don't see this
I think
whole
he
Suns
definitely
operation
can be
working.
a
Yeah,
great- I think he's gonna be a great
KD
passer.
is ball dominant, and so is Beal.
They're all ball dominant. They're
Kevin
not good
Durant.
fits.
Kevin
They're
Durant
good
is not
fits.
ball dominant, guys.
Kevin
they're not-
Durant
they're
is just
not
a
a
pure
good fit.
scorer.
They're all not
Kevin
good
Durant
fit.
Kevin Durant, I feel like
exactly.
could
He has
just
every
put up
right to be ball dominant.
No, I just don't
Exactly.
think
But he's not
They're
ball
all.
dominant.
He's good off ball. Like he needs the ball in his hand to cook.
Yeah, but Bradley Beal is also really good off ball.
Yeah.
Like having people that play off ball is not this Suns team's problem.
No.
It's having someone that can get them the ball when they're cutting off screens.
Exactly. Like
and,
it's having
and
yeah.
cutting to the rim.
exactly.
I think that's their biggest issue. And yeah.
I mean,
and also-
Beal didn't pass anybody on the Wizards.
At all.
So
I mean,
like,
who's he passing to? Like,
Kyle Kuzma.
let Kuz
Kyle
like, let
Kuzma.
Kuz cook.
Kuzma sitting there waiting for the
Kuz
pass.
So do you guys think the Suns got better trading away DeAndre?
Yes, they did. He's a cancer to the team. You don't. It's not as good as it. It doesn't matter as good as a player you are. If you don't like the direction of the team, and give up on the team, you're worthless on the court, regardless of how good you are.
Another thing I want to look at though is let's look at our defending champs. You know,
the Nuggets.
the Nuggets. Let's look at our defending champs. You know, I wasn't hearing a lot of people say Nuggets last year until the playoffs came around. I
listen,
wasn't hearing
bro.
Nuggets
it.
are just so
No,
I
boring.
wasn't
Like,
hearing
I
it.
don't like
the
the
entire
Nuggets.
year,
The
I said the
entire-
Denver Nuggets will win the
Yeah,
NBA
actually,
championship.
yeah, you did
dog.
say that. You
I'm
did
just
say
I
saying
said it was
I'm
Jokic's
saying-
year.
I'm saying in media, nobody. I'm not saying
care about
nobody.
that.
This is that'd be a lie. I'm just gonna say me personally in the area I live in, when the Denver Nuggets were winning it in the finals, everybody was happy.
That's
Nobody really cared to watch the Denver
Snoozing.
Nuggets. Snoozing.
They're not entertaining to watch.
That is not true, bro.
They're entertaining.
You gotta turn on that Nuggets
I
film,
did watch
bro.
it. I watched the finals. I
entertaining.
was not entertained.
Quit playing, bro. Watching Jokic make no look dimes is
And Jokic don't even
It's
care. That's the
amazing, bro.
thing.
Exactly,
He
bro.
does
Jokic-
not care.
Jokic would rather be in his hometown
Yes.
raising horses
He
and
working
racing
a 9 to
horses.
5.
like
That-
bro straight
I'll
up
take his job. What
treats
are you
it
talking
light.
about? Like you
Like
better
9 to
start treating it
5.
like
Paul-
like a job you like.
Paul,
bro.
I'd
Come on
love
in.
to see you on
Why,
the Denver
bro?
Nuggets. I'd love to see you on the
Bro,
Denver
bro
Nuggets.
was a two-time
I don't
MVP
care.
and
I want his
championship,
job,
bro.
bro.
Why
Let's
does he
see-
have to
I-
care?
I'd love to
Mr.
see
5
Paul on
minutes
the. I'd love to
PT.
see Paul as the new center of the Denver
Yeah,
Nuggets.
I'll get cooked every play. Every play. I don't care. I'll make
That
millions.
boy would post
Bro,
those.
every time you get crossed, just remember you're making millions. What are you gonna?
Ayodabo with the three. It's way off.
Ayodabo.
Ayodabo with the, it's
Drive it to the rim.
Ayodabo blocked.
Ayodabo
Ayodabo.
baptized by Giannis.
Ayodabo talking to Giannis. Giannis waved him off. Giannis has waved him off. Please hit him.
That's not
Giannis
funny.
picked up Paul Ayodabo.
That's not funny. That's really not funny.
Ayodabo crying in the corner. It seems that Giannis has rejected his offer to come to the Bucks.
That's not funny.
Yeah.
That's really not funny.
All right.
So
So
why are you laughing? That's not funny.
So, do you guys think that there are any other Western Conference teams that could be dark
Lakers.
horses?
listen. That King
No.
Bron, he's slim. What did Unk say?
LeBron
What
ain't
did Unk
28
say?
anymore.
It's not. This ain't LeBron's year, man. If people were saying, what if Dame goes to the Lakers?
Stop
Dame
it.
didn't go to the Lakers.
They would never go to the
Dame not going to no Lakers. Dame wants a chip. This is Dame's year to get a chip. If Dame doesn't get a chip this year, hey man, I don't even know what to say.
And who else do the Lakers even have besides AD, Reeves, and Bron?
D'Angelo Russell.
I
was playing a
forgot. That man
one-time
existed,
All-Star.
not gonna lie. But what did he do for them last year? Dropped a casual 10 points a game.
He
like-
was a good point guard, I think.
He was actually, he was decent
Yeah, I
as a
guess.
point guard. Hey, but who do y'all think is going to be the top 5 for the league during this season?
Like top
Giannis,
5 like
players?
best.
Giannis,
Top five
Jokic,
best players.
Steph, Luca,
What's their dark horse though?
Dark
Dark
horse.
horse.
player.
Yeah, like
Darren
who's,
Fox.
who's gonna take the next step, like
De'Aaron Fox.
level? De'Aaron.
De'Aaron
I feel like he's had time though, and he's still.
Well, he's
De'Aaron
still, like,
Fox-
he's still young, bro.
Not
You
ready for
can't
that
tell
next
him-
level.
The
Yeah.
Grizzlies right now, I feel like, wouldn't be too mad if they had Derrick Fox over John Moran right now.
No,
Well,
I
that's
feel like
not
I
because
feel
of
like
performance.
they wouldn't put
That's
this
because of
much.
Ja.
Yeah, I feel like they wouldn't
That's-
put this much
I-
effort
yeah.
trying to fix whatever Ja has going up
Yeah,
right now.
because John's
Yeah.
still a superstar.
Exactly, Ja's a superstar for a reason. On top of that, you know,
Just got off court stuff going on.
got a lot of hard court stuff going on, but at the same time,
Leave the
Besides-
gun at home.
Leave the gun at home.
Leave the gun at home is insane.
Put the gun down.
Put the gun down, Ja. We're sick and tired of seeing
But
you.
Why not?
but question for you.
Yeah.
So as you probably know,
Mhm.
Derrick Rose is on the
Derrick
Grizzlies
Rose
now.
is on the Grizzlies.
So
and
so what type of effect do you think that'll have on John Moran?
He's his babysitter now.
So listen. All right. So Rose is everything Ja thinks he is. That's what I see it as. Rose really grew up in that environment. Rose really made it out of that environment. But Rose, the difference between them is that Rose is not trying to go back to that environment. He's proven time and time again that, you know, he's not gonna make the same mistakes as Ja. I feel like he's gonna be a great example for Ja. Not on the court, but you know, off the court especially, because Ja honestly is just D Rose 2.0.
Yeah, they got
in a
similar
lot of
play
ways.
styles.
They both have that aggressive, you know, all like that really aggressive feel on the court, and I feel like, you know, Rose is just gonna be a really great example for Ja.
Yeah.
However, it just depends on how Ja takes all this information, this advice that Rose is gonna give him. You know, on court, we'll see how that goes.
I
I'm
think
not.
he's playing backup point guard.
Yeah, I think he's playing backup point guard. Whatever Ja wants to do on court, that's whatever. Off court, however, I feel like Rose isn't going to be there to babysit him, but he's going to be there to tell him, hey, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to not do. I feel like that's going to be a really good example for Ja. I just can't, I can't say much on it because I don't know if Ja's going to listen to Rose. But if he does listen to Rose, I feel like that's really going to set the tone for the Grizzlies this year, and that the Grizzlies, they might be able to step it up with Rose, you know, being there to keep Ja in a nice place.
Their
Maybe.
but their guard room is loaded. They have Marcus Smart now too, so they got Smart, Rose, and Morant, which is a very like interesting.
I feel
Mars Morant. They still got Desmond Bain, shooter.
Yeah, but like
Bona
it's
fide shooter.
like is their team like undersized or are they still like?
their team, they have.
I think that
I don't know.
perimeter defense, because
Yeah.
for all the crap that Dylan Brooks got, he was an all defensive defender.
Yeah, and he was still had a size on him, like,
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks.
but now he's on the Rockets.
Yeah, I don't know what Dylan Brooks is gonna cook up this season, but we're gonna have to see.
Let's see, they still got Steven
I don't
Adams,
think the Rockets
Jaren
gonna be
Jackson,
good in the next 5 years.
Big Kenny Lofton. Oh, he's pretty good.
It's the Rockets.
But besides that, we got a bag of chips, a half-eaten apple, and a toenail. As
Crazy.
Flight says.
Actually insane. So who's everyone's favorite young team, young and up and coming NBA team that you think will make some noise this season?
Kings.
Ooh.
Either team and player, and then explain.
Paul
Kings.
go first.
Kings. What's his name? Hold on, come back to me.
Okay, but weren't the Kings already the 2 seed this year?
Oh yeah, they were.
So like they've already broken out.
Like they didn't make the playoffs last year.
No, they had to
like-
make the playoff. Bro, they broke like a 20-year playoff.
I know. I'm talking about like the team you want me to say It's like a team that hasn't made the playoffs.
What's just a young team that you think will take a lead?
OKC. They're
Really?
gonna be
Wow.
like they're gonna be like the 6th seed. That's
I love Josh Giddey, bro.
Is there a specific player you think will break out or just become better?
Chet Holmgren.
Oh yeah, Chet's yeah.
Chet's gonna
It's
be
about
nice. I
time.
think honestly, I think he might win Rookie of the Year over Victor Wembanyama. I think Victor is gonna have some growing pains early in the season.
Speaking of which, thank you for mentioning him because that's exactly what I was about to say. Wembanyama.
So the Spurs? I think the Spurs are up
Hey
and coming?
man, saying the Spurs are up and coming. I don't know for sure, but that boy Wembanyama. Hey man, there's a good chance, man. There is a good chance that Wembanyama's gonna break out and he's gonna do some nasty stuff to the league. I'm telling you.
How about you,
Generational
Mom?
talent. Me, bro. I was on this last year too, but then he got hurt. But the Detroit Pistons, man.
Ooh.
Listen, I like
Gotta
what they're cooking up in Detroit, man. Okay, like I truly believe that Cade with a healthy year will be a top 20 player in the league.
Yeah.
And I think you pair that with Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren.
And they got
who are
like
some
Asar
two great
Thompson.
rookies. Asar Thompson,
Yeah.
I love that draft
They'll
pick.
be decent.
Along with Bogdanovich, who's still on the roster, who's a nice vet shooter. Along with Monty Williams at head coach now. Like they have top 10, top 15 coaching in the league now. Like, I really like what the Detroit Pistons are doing. And, yeah, I think there will be the surprise young team.
Okay, I got the Houston Rockets because I really like KPJ. I think it's due for him to make a leap, and they just added Fred VanVleet.
Okay.
So yeah, so they got like some age in the locker room now, so they're gonna get a lot of like nice you know
Yeah,
input from VanVleet.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Hey, but that Fred VanVleet contract is nasty, bro.
Yeah,
Straight
I don't
up.
know why he's getting
That's
paid
an
that
overpay,
much.
though.
He earned it, bro.
Any other NBA topics y'all want to go over?
Well, I've been hearing a lot of superstars are saying they want to play for Team USA next year.
Imagine if we lose next year. That'd be a terrible.
But
look.
I've heard KD say he wants to. Steph said something about it.
Hey,
Bron.
Steph and KD.
And Embiid. Oh my gosh.
Run it back.
Oh my God, man.
What team is beating them?
I don't know.
Germany again.
Romania.
España.
Some European powerhouse.
Greece. Actually, Greece
Yeah.
only has Giannis.
What team beat Team USA this year, bro? Germany.
No, we lost to Canada.
Dennis
we weren't
Schroeder?
even.
No,
we,
we
even top
lost. We
three.
lost to Germany, led by Dennis Schroeder.
And
No,
Daniel Tice.
we lost to Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks dropped a fishy.
Oh yeah, he dropped
40
like
game
45 or
Yeah,
something.
in the silver medal game. It's crazy.
Now I can't wait to see what he does in the NBA.
And
Dylan
Canada,
Brooks, yeah.
it's gonna be U.S. versus Canada because they didn't even have Jamal Murray.
Oh, that is true. But they still had.
And
He's gonna go to the Shanghai
backcourt.
Sharks.
what?
I don't think nobody's
And
going to
Dylan Brooks is gonna go to the
Okay,
Shanghai
but real talk,
Sharks
Dylan
next
Brooks is
year.
too good to be on the Shanghai Sharks. Like, come on, bro. That's an all defensive player
So
who can get you 15 on terrible efficiency. Like,
He's just all talk though.
no, he's not.
He's too much talk.
yeah,
Yeah, like
Yeah, I
he
think
was really
that's
bad for
too
that
much.
Grizzlies locker room.
Exactly.
He's good
With
on,
no
like,
jaw.
He's a good player, but
I mean, maybe
he's
Ja added.
he's in the wrong culture because if he's on the Heat, he's not saying none of that. If he's good
Yeah.
on, he would be good on the Heat, be like a good energy guy. But like with Heat culture, I think that's good.
Or like if he's on the Celtics, he would get slapped
don't
if
know
he said
about-
that.
Exactly.
Like,
I don't know about him being on the Rockets. I don't know if that's good.
well,
for
the
them.
Rockets, they
No,
they
they don't
are
have
all
a good
young.
culture. They
yeah,
don't
they
have a
don't.
good
They really
culture.
don't.
And
They're
having
all
Dylan
ISO
Brooks there,
players.
that's not good. Actually,
Yeah.
they do have what? Actually, they have Ibudoka. That's even worse.
Hey, I heard that James Harden got slimmer.
Oh,
No,
is he
he
still hitting the club all the time? Or
I'm not sure. It's not reported that he's hitting the club like he used to. No, because back like not even a year ago, I think he was making the club go up on Tuesdays, as they say. But now with him being slimmer, with him being focused on basketball, hey, that's my dark horse for who could be a top 10 player this year.
he needs to cut that beard off. is getting too big.
Oh,
Like,
there's
that's
actually
hateful.
a quote from Ime Udoka about James Harden. It says, "Nothing against James, but Fred is just a better fit. I coached James in Brooklyn. He's one of the smartest players I've ever been around. The words Ime doesn't want James never came out of my mouth. It was, let's look at the best fit."
I
at the
agree with
best
that though.
fit.
Because James Harden on that, is he talking about the Rockets?
Yeah.
On the net.
James Harden back on that Rockets team now. Mm-mm.
No,
It doesn't
no,
work.
of course
It
not.
doesn't
But
work.
like, yeah, because I just don't think James Harden is enough of an adult to be like
Surrounded
or
by-
yeah, or like maybe adult's not the word,
gonna get
but
influenced.
but like he's not the best like mentor to have
No.
around young players. Like when you need Jalen Green to stop
To get his stuff
acting up
together,
and
yeah.
get his stuff.
James
together.
Harden's not that guy.
Yeah, he's just not that guy. So I think like Fred VanVleet, he's a family man, and from all accounts, he's a good locker room presence that
Yeah.
will hold guys accountable. So I feel like you need somebody like that.
What other locker rooms need better culture?
Need better culture, locker.
Easy, Charlotte Hornets.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Who would you send to the Charlotte Hornets to get that together?
Although how much of that was Michael Jordan?
A lot of
I mean,
it.
he didn't care, bro. He was there for the money. He didn't
He-
care about them.
I always heard something about Michael Jordan last NBA season doing some stuff. Like, I don't know. And
Yeah.
who do they get? They still got Kelly Oubre.
No,
And,
he
like,
left.
So they just have LaMelo and
Terry Rozier,
I mean that's not that problematic. They're
PJ
like-
Washington.
Oh yeah.
I think
Who would
Miles
you
Bridges
send
still hasn't
to
been picked
calm
up.
that
He's
team?
still not been picked up yet. I think he's still free agent.
I think he's done.
No.
I think he's out the league.
On better note, what if y'all sent Draymond Green to the Hornets?
Oh my gosh! Stop.
Don't just punch them because they. Well, you
You
know
gonna
what he
punch
said?
them back
You know
in
what he
place.
put? He was like your expensive 30 backpack or something like that.
Yeah, he said you're an expensive backpack for 30.
That is insane. Oh,
Jordan Poole said
Because he
that
had
to
the jump
Draymond.
shot like that's like hit with the backpack
Yeah.
on.
He unfollowed that man right when he left the Warriors.
Yeah, that's allegedly what he said.
And now Jordan Poole is looking homeless and sad on the Washington Wizards.
I mean, the Washington Wizards
He should just come
TikToks
to
keep
the
popping
Bucks.
up on my For You page.
I would
He
love him
seems
on the
happy,
Bucks.
Okay.
but who?
I would love Jordan Poole in the Bucks.
I mean, he's from Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's
Not-
the only
so-
reason.
Not with this
Yeah.
current roster.
Not with his
construction.
current roster, but like once Dame time is over, then he could come back to Milwaukee.
I
What
want to
if-
get Tyler Hero.
What if instead of Dame, y'all had got Jordan Poole, and instead of the Wizards getting Jordan Poole, Dame went to the.
The
That would have-
Wizards?
no, Dame would have
What?
went to the Wizards,
But
but
that's the same situation.
I wouldn't have given up Drew for Jordan Poole though.
who would
Absolutely not.
who would have done that?
I mean, I don't know, but not my Bucks.
Not my book.
Only person I'm giving up for Drew is low-key Dame or Steph.
I wouldn't go that far.
You're giving him Dame for Jrue Holiday.
No, I mean like the only player I want in exchange for Drew, like I wouldn't give up Drew unless it was like a Dame or a Steph. But
Really?
besides that,
Not LeBron.
no, I'm talking about point guards.
Oh, for point guard.
So like name a
Not
point guard.
Ja.
No, I'm taking Drew.
No shot.
No way.
That's
Wait,
stupid.
wait,
For
wait.
the
Are-
culture.
Are
you-
we
are you serious?
talking about the
On the-
season or going forward?
I'm just like in general, if the Grizzlies offered us Ja Morant in exchange for Drew for our current team to win a championship, I would not take.
No,
That's
but
stupid.
you're crazy.
That's
as hell.
stupid. That's
Disgusting.
stupid. You know that's not true.
No,
Bro, because
I
John's
wouldn't.
so young, bro.
There's so
He's so
many
young.
people. There's
You're
so many
telling
for
people.
the win to get the
I would
championship
take-
this year.
You're telling me a
Drew is
combina-
better than.
I'll take Halliburton.
I'm
I'll
not
take
saying
Derrick
that
Rose,
Drew
I'll
is the
take
better
so
player.
many
I'm
people.
saying on our roster that Drew is the better fit.
No, he's
than,
not.
Than Ja.
No, he's not.
Than Ja.
No, he's not.
Okay,
No,
so you're
he's
telling
not.
me on this
No, he's
roster,
not.
if you had Ja on the Bucks,
Because we don't
Instead of
need.
Drew.
We don't
They're
need
not a
another.
good fit, but he's
we
better.
don't need
Like, I
another rim
understand the
slasher.
fit.
We don't need another rim
good. I know.
slasher. We
I
already
get
have.
it. the fit isn't good. But Ja is such a good player that they'll make it work.
Ja's
But Ja is a rim slasher.
But like at that point, just take Ja and then trade him, bro.
Exactly.
Like
you could just trade
like,
Ja. Ja
you
would
could
have
trade
more
him
value at that
for
point.
Dame and probably something else on that Portland Trail.
I mean, I guess, but like I'm just
Like,
saying,
just to flip him.
if we traded it straight up and like
Oh.
Ja was on our team,
I would
like,
do it. I would still do
I
it.
wouldn't do it.
That would
I'd
be
trade-
so nasty.
I'm
That's just
taking
my
Ja
opinion.
every time.
Right.
I'm taking Ja every time.
Yeah, same.
They literally have to club the paint with like three guys.
But that's too much.
Three guys. And then there's a guy open on the outside every time.
We
Just
need
just
shooters. We
get a
don't need-
shooter on the outside. And on top of that, you wouldn't even with 4 people in the paint, Antetokounmpo has showed that he can
Yeah.
score on 4 or 5 people. On a bad day, he
I
showed
would
that.
take-
And Jock is hit middies and like threes.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he's
Jock-
not
occasional
bad at
three.
doing that.
Exactly. Drew, he can do all that, but Ja can just do it better at the end of the day.
And his defense isn't bad. Like Drew Holiday's defense honestly is comparable to Jaws in the playoffs.
No.
Yes, in the last 2
What you
seasons.
talking about?
The way he got cooked by
No,
Butler.
no.
Drew Holiday's good on
Drew
defense,
is the
but he
best.
constantly gets cooked.
Listen,
Constantly.
Listen.
With the
Listen.
I love to hear y'all thoughts on how
Because
the
even
number 1
NBA
seed was
players
knocked
say
out
that
by the-
Jrue is the most respectable defender out
Yeah,
there.
but
For
the
a
way
reason
Jimmy
they say
Butler
that.
was doing him was not respectful. Was not-
I'd love to know y'all
Jimmy's
thoughts.
a different story though.
I would love to know all you 3 are prideful Bucks fans, if I'm correct, right? Yes. So
I'll admit
tell me how an 8th seed knocks out of the 1st seed Bucks.
Jimmy
It
Butler
happens.
went.
It happens.
Jimmy Butler
Giannis
just turns
got hurt.
into a
Giannis got hurt.
demigod.
Giannis got hurt.
Let's
That's
start
it.
with that.
That's it. Giannis got hurt.
But in my opinion, Giannis
And
got
coaching.
hurt
And
and coaching it, but also Drew Holiday did get absolutely cooked, bro.
That's what I'm
Like-
saying though.
Like he was getting,
You can't. That was generational.
bro was getting assaulted. on the court.
Generational bad defense. You can't. 57. 57 what? It's game 6?
I feel like we got to give props to Jimmy though. I don't
think
think
it
that
was
was on
57,
Drew.
but-
I think
It
that's
was-
never.
it
I
was-
feel like that's never something
bad.
that happens. Like
about
when
faith.
talking about
I
that,
think that's-
nobody likes to give the props to Jimmy. I don't
Jimmy
know why.
is
I think
arguably
Jimmy-
one of the best playoff performers in the NBA.
Bro, a Bucks
He did.
killer.
After that, he didn't even do that much.
Yeah, because he gets tired out.
do we
No,
do
no,
in the
we
first
agree
two
with that? Do we
rounds,
Because he
agree?
got hurt
Do we
in the Knicks series.
Do we agree that Jimmy Butler is one of the best like playoff
Yes.
of all like
I'd
just
say
all
top
time?
3.
All time.
I'd say arguably best in the NBA right now. In the
Especially
playoffs,
right
in the
now
playoffs.
in the playoffs. You
Yes.
can put Jimmy on any team, and I'm feeling like he can at least get them to the conference finals. He's good.
Give me Jimmy
not
over
good.
Braun in the playoffs.
No.
I'm taking Jimmy this season over Braun in the
this
playoffs.
season,
In the
I'm like,
playoffs. In the playoffs.
Like I mean,
Not regular
like
season,
like
in the
2016 Braun versus like what? I feel like anybody.
Nah,
2016
but-
Braun is just too good.
That Jimmy who took that Miami Heat team to the NBA Finals during the bubble.
During the bubble,
Oh my gosh,
Bro, that's Michael Jordan. That was Michael Jordan
He-
levels of I refuse to give
I've
up.
never seen a performance like that. I
He
mean,
was-
again,
he was
it
tired.
was the bubble, so I don't know if that counts. But
People always say the bubble don't count, but I feel like that's because their team didn't win that year. That's what I feel like it is.
Ubong has dropped his phone.
Oh, well,
But
wait.
but I don't know. I really don't know how much of the bubble was a fluke because this year all 4 conference finals teams who made it to the conference finals this year made it in the bubble year. So I
Exactly.
don't know. But then
Yeah.
again, there's a lot of roster turnover and blah blah blah. But like, listen, like the cores of those teams are more or less the same. So
Wasn't TJ Warren dropping like 50 points a game during
yes,
the
he
bubble?
was, bro.
He's a ice. He likes to play with a silent crowd. He
He's
doesn't
him.
like to play-
And now, do you guys even know
He
what team he's
silences
on?
the crowd.
exactly.
You
'cause
guys,
there's nobody there.
you
There's
guys
2
even know
people
what
in the
team
crowd.
TJ Warren's on now?
I don't even know. What is he on?
He's on the Phoenix Suns.
Exactly.
Is
I
he-
see that.
I believe he's on the Phoenix Suns.
Playing with KD and Booker.
I could be so wrong.
Also,
though.
how ironic is that Chris Paul is playing for the team that he pretty much disliked the most?
I would have never saw that coming, bro.
Chris Paul is playing for the Golden State Warriors.
How long does it take for Draymond to turn on Chris Paul and the other 2 teammates?
I feel like this is the
I give it
craziest
4
part.
months.
There's plenty of compilations of Chris Paul getting, cooked by Steph and then just having this mad face for the rest of the game.
Because
And
Because my-
there's compilations of Chris Paul talking to Steve Kerr and laughing and
like-
then, yeah, and then just being silent because he didn't like the joke, and now he's stuck with them.
Like I really do feel like the Warriors could very well implode, and it really just depends when they go on their 4-game losing streak. It just really depends.
I'll say January.
So would
January
you
before
guys
All-Star game.
think that things could get so bad and so toxic on that team that they would drive Steph Curry away? Or do you think that's the last? That's the last.
If that would have
That's
happened, it
doomsday
would have happened
scenario.
last year. 'Cause
Okay.
with Jordan Poole, like I would, yeah.
Okay, so that's like
That
that's
was
doomsday
worse. Yeah,
scenario
that was
if they
doomsday.
somehow drive Steph Curry
But
out.
Chris
Okay.
Paul is too much of a veteran to cause any.
But
True.
but like at this point, I don't think,
They're not winning the chip.
bro.
They're not winning the
bro, I feel like
championship
the Warriors could go 0-82 and Steph Curry would still resign. Like
That's-
because
yeah,
like he has
he's-
what 4 rings?
Yeah.
I mean,
his
they
entire family's
he's got
there.
what 20? Wait,
Like-
of 2015, 2017, 2018, missed 2019,
2022,
2020. So yeah, 4 rings, 4 rings.
second
Two
greatest
of-
of all time.
2 of
At
which,
point guard position.
yes, were with KD. People say that was the super team and Clay. But you know, hey,
But people
Four
still give
rings.
That
him.
was
But
a
people
super
still
team
give
talk
him
about.
the legacy points for that.
And one
So-
thing I hate so much is how people will say, you know, the Warriors are a real super team. So really, you know, Kevin Durant has 2 Mickey Mouse. I hate the term Mickey Mouse ring. That doesn't make sense to me. At that point, you're just saying that you're mad your team lost that year. Guess what? Somebody made a trade. Somebody may had better thought process than your favorite player did, so they got a ring. That's why I'm not mad that the Bucks won a ring. They were the best team.
Because it wasn't a Mickey
That's
Mouse
not
ring.
a Mickey
We
Mouse
didn't-
ring. I'm not mad that the Lakers won a ring. That's not a Mickey Mouse ring. They just were the best
It
team
was a
that
bubble
year.
guppy ring. It was a.
That
Bu-
bubble ring is a ring at the end of the day.
yeah.
I just you can't really
2017.
compare it to anything, which is
true.
kind of
Yeah.
tough.
2017, 2018 ring. Guess what? Those are 2 rings that, you know, your favorite player doesn't have.
That's true. My favorite player only has 1.
Exactly.
You think that Raptors championship was a bubbled ring? Or I mean,
Definitely
fluke
not.
ring?
No,
Definitely not.
Because that was Kawhi's first year on that team.
bro.
So you don't think it was
that's
a super?
like a hired gun, bro. Like
Yeah.
they
Exactly.
literally got him to get the ring, and then they got the ring,
And then he just
dipped,
did.
bro.
Exactly. Like they
And,
said,
like,
listen.
Raptors fans are
Ring it
fine
did.
with that, bro.
Exactly.
Like they got the
fine with
ring,
that.
and
Yeah.
that was
if
it.
I was a
It's cool.
Raptors fan in 2019 and I was that happy to have a ring and then I'm hearing that, you know, Kawhi's about to leave, whatever. He did exactly what I wanted for my team and he's going to leave. That's fine. That is completely fine.
We would like to
Yo,
support.
no. Keep that in. What was that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We would like
What
to
was
thank our
that?
sponsors. Thank
We
you
don't have sponsors. We don't
Thank you
sponsor
to
anybody.
Mr. K. Shout out Mr. K.
for
Yeah, shout
sponsoring
out
this
him.
video.
But we don't got any sponsors.
Unfortunately, this week we do not have a video. We do not have the film equipment for it. But starting next week, we will have videos for you guys, and you can see what our faces look like.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Losers Lounge podcast.
Yes, sir. And thank you for Camryn Campbell for coming on the pod. We appreciate you very much. Cam, anything you would like to say?
I just want to say thank you for bringing me on here. I had a great time talking and discussing with you guys. You know, just you guys are amazing. I hope the best for the podcast. If you ever need a special guest again, I'm always open to coming back.
No,
I just-
we're not doing
I
that,
just hope
bro.
that, you
no,
know,
turn the music off.
We can keep
Turn-
on
no,
going.
turn
I
it
hope you
off,
guys
turn it
do
off,
really great
turn it
in the
off,
future.
turn it off,
So, you know,
turn it off.
Loser Podcast
No,
W.
bro.
Loser Podcast W, man.
Don't do that. Oh my gosh.